The man accused of intentionally striking a Lansing firefighter with his pickup truck has been found mentally incompetent, which will indefinitely delay his murder trial. Grant Taylor will return to a state psychiatric center for treatment. The prosecutor says authorities have 15 months to restore Taylor's mental health before charges could be dropped. Firefighter Dennis Rodman was struck and killed in September while in a Lansing street collecting donations for charity. An update on a story we brought you last month. The Frankenmuth Police Department was notified that the Michigan State Police fugitive team located the suspect in connection with the stolen truck case from Tiffany's Food and Spirits. Paul Kennedy was located in Grand Blanc and is now at the Saginaw County Jail on a 5-count felony warrant stemming from his alleged involvement in the May incident, where police say he can be seen on video entering a restricted area at Tiffany's in downtown Frankenmuth. Now, they say he is observed on the video removing car keys from a coat and walking around in the parking lot using the key fob to locate the vehicle, and then he allegedly leaves in the stolen truck.
Hundreds of people packed a Catholic church in Detroit today for the funeral of hockey great Gordie Howe. The 2-hour service included many sports celebrities, including Al Kaline, Wayne Gretzky, and one of Bill's favorites, Bobby Orr. NBC 25's Joel Fike joins us in the studio with more on this heart-wrenching, wonderful salute. Joel?
Well, Bill, the 2-hour funeral of the man they called Mr. Hockey was both touching and funny. It was a tribute to the many lives he touched.
I asked my dad a few years ago what he would like me to say at his funeral. He said, "Say this: finally, the end of the third period."
The Lord is my shepherd.
We're in church, so I thought we need to talk about the Lord. No disrespect, but let's talk about Lord Stanley first.
We're going up yonder. We're going up yonder.
Namaste. I humbly bow to you.
We're going up yonder.
Gordie Howe died Friday at the age of 88. It's estimated 15,000 people paid their respects at a public memorial yesterday at Joe Louis Arena. Joel Fike, NBC 25 News.
Thanks, Joel. Well, he is working toward becoming a 2-time Olympian. University of Michigan alum Sam McCulloch is a decorated gymnast with 7 NCAA championships under his belt. Now he's just days away from making his second Olympic team on his road to Rio. McCulloch is training at the Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs, Colorado, with the USA men's gymnastics team. Now, the veteran says quite a bit has changed since he made his Olympic debut in 2012, and he's looking to put what he's learned to the test. But he'll have to make the cut first, as the men's team goes from 10 to 5 at the end of this month.
I like to make it my goal to just hit all my routines. You know, wherever I stand is where I'll be, and I'll be happy with that as long as I'm happy with my performance. But obviously standing up on that gold medal podium would be pretty nice as well.
We have big hope for him, first of all for the making Olympic team. He's one of the really strong contender on that spot.
Join us tonight on NBC 25 News at 11 as we join Sam on his road to Rio, straight from the Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
There's a new business that has some jumping for joy in Saginaw County. NBC 25's Stephanie Parkinson joins us from the newsroom to explain why. Stephanie.
Bill, Sky Zone is an indoor trampoline park for kids and even adults too, and soon the popular attraction will be opening in Kochville Township. This building on Tittabawassee Road was last home to a Kroger and has been vacant for quite some time. But now the 20,000 square foot space is getting a facelift so it can house Sky Zone Saginaw. Now, to give you an idea of what the inside will look like, trampolines everywhere, games like dodgeball and basketball, and even fitness classes. But this one will be extra special because it will also have a Ninja Warrior course. The Kochville Township Downtown Development Authority is excited to finally give this empty space new life.
More than anything, it's just an exciting new place to go and have fun, I think, if you live in the region, and it's right here in the middle of everything.
The new Sky Zone is located just off Tittabawassee Road across the street from the Fashion Square Mall next to Hobby Lobby and Big Lots. It's expected to be open by early August. In the newsroom, Stephanie Parkinson, NBC 25 News.
All right, Stephanie, thank you. It's never too late to start living a healthy lifestyle, and NBC 25 can help you make that move this coming weekend. In just a few days, dozens of health specialists will gather at Saginaw's Fashion Square Mall with one goal in mind, helping you get healthy and stay safe. Young athletes from mid-Michigan will be gymnastics and Freeland will be performing at the expo and answering questions about the sport. Our very own NBC 25's Ilse Luan Hayes met up with a group this morning and got a gymnastic lesson on the high beam. Their coach says it is important for parents to encourage kids to be involved in some type of activity like a sport.
I think it's good for youth involvement. It gives them something to do. Just to get your children involved in the sports gives them an avenue to stay busy, to consume their time with something positive.
The NBC 25 Health Expo is this Saturday from noon to 5 at the Fashion Square Mall in Saginaw. Head to Facebook RSVP. Look for the NBC 25 Health Expo page. Well, coming up later tonight on NBC 25.
New leadership is coming to the Saginaw County Animal Shelter. We take a look at what other changes are heading their way.
And we do have warm and somewhat stuffy conditions right now. Quiet weather at this time, but expecting some rumbles of thunder and some good downpours into those overnight hours. I'll let you know what your Thursday morning is going to look like.
You're watching NBC 25 News at 6 with Bill Harris, Sadie Hughes, Chief Meteorologist Jamie Cagle, and Sports Director Tom Eschen. This is NBC 25 News at 6.
Big changes coming to the Saginaw County Animal Shelter as they select a new director after 8 months of searching. NBC 25's Miranda Purnell brings us the latest on who's filling the position and what other new developments are heading to the shelter.
It's taken quite some time, but the Saginaw County Animal Shelter is welcoming a new director.
I finally found a candidate. We extended an offer to her, and she has accepted it. That's Lisa Stoffel.
Stoffel will be replacing former director Leanne Ridley. Ridley was suddenly let go following a series of controversial decisions that included the euthanization of a family's blind dog who had been missing less than 24 hours. But now, Bellman says they're putting their best foot forward.
Our euthanization rates are down. She'll take them down even lower, and we do that through partnerships.
It's always a good thing. The more dogs that can get adopted out of the shelters is always a good thing, so they can get more dogs off the streets.
And the changes don't stop at new leadership. From additional employees to revamping the facility, leaders say they're making strides to make sure each dog finds the right home.
Everywhere can always grow more, and it's really nice here.
And while these pups wait for a new family, officials are hoping the changes at the shelter will make their stay as comfortable as possible. In Saginaw County, Miranda Parnell, NBC 25 News.
The new director, Lisa Stoffel, may be moving in from her position as a shelter director in Alaska to Saginaw County and putting her degree in management to work. She is expected to start sometime in July or August.
More than 150 cars arrived in Birch Run today to help promote one of Flint's biggest summer events. Promo tours are a time of adventure and camaraderie for hundreds of classic car owners. Now, the tours are designed to generate enthusiasm for Back to the Bricks with mini car shows in each location along the way. Now, they also include tours of automotive facilities and museums for the participants.
Everybody looks forward to reacquaintance from last year's tour and the year after, and we're picking up new people and they're loving it. Everybody's having a great time.
Well, she's selling it too. Well, the tour's first stop was in Ypsilanti, followed by Port Huron, East Tawas, Grayling, West Branch, and Birch Run.
It is a great day for reading at the Mid-Michigan Children's Museum, and today kicked off their summer reading program. Well, experts say summer reading is the most important time to read because those who don't usually risk losing some sort of their reading skills. The kids can select their own books to read and have fun reading because Well, it's not an assignment.
There is nothing that a child's going to be able to do in the future if they do not have good reading skills. I mean, literacy is the foundation for all life success.
And every child was able to select a free book and receive a cool red bag. The museum is encouraging everyone to read throughout the summer.
Now, your certified NBC 25 storm ready forecast.
Well, our morning started out with those gray skies, the showers passing through. You maybe had a pretty good shower over the lawn, over the garden today. Some of us just getting a little bit of a sprinkle, but we still have more rain on the way, even though things are pretty quiet right now. Let's take a look outside at storm ready Doppler radar. Quiet conditions here. The last of the showers at the very tip top of the lower peninsula, the cloud cover, that is also going along with it. You may find some lingering clouds as you look north of the Tri-Cities for this evening, but overall we'll have a decreasing cloud around here. And then finally into the overnight hours, more energy is on the way. That'll be rolling in into those early hours of Thursday, the cloud cover coming back with it. And right now you can see some very strong energy over Wisconsin. At this time they do have a tornado watch and they have had a couple of warnings. For us, here's the severe weather outlook for today. Now keep in mind the rain that we have is coming tomorrow. So really, we're not expecting much of anything around here until we get into Saturday morning, and there you're looking at just general thunderstorms. Now, I think part of those thunderstorms will be some heavy downpours. However, here it is in your futurecast. You can see some of that cloud cover lingers to the north, but we stop it at 1 a.m. and here it comes the energy right through Cadillac all the way down to Grand Rapids. It'll keep pressing to the east into Saginaw. 5 o'clock, so the start of that morning commute tomorrow. Make sure you have the rain gear with you. You will have the wipers on, and you will be dealing with some wet roads all the way down into Flint. And as time goes on, that low starts to wrap things up, keeping the rain in place through the morning commute, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, right into the early afternoon, and then it starts to exit as we get into the early to mid-afternoon hours. The skies will start to clear out following that. We'll take a look now at that 7-day forecast and what we have coming up again. The scattered rain tomorrow. As we get to about the middle of the afternoon, things start to quiet down, and then Friday, lots and lots of sunshine. And look what that sunshine does to those daytime highs. We are talking about some mid-80s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But also notice as we get into Monday, that overnight low comes up a good 10 degrees. That's the dew point climbing. That's your humidity climbing. So Sunday, later in the day, right up to about Tuesday afternoon is when we're going to kind of have that stuffy feel outside. We have some scattered rain on Monday, dropping humidity into Tuesday, and then feeling really nice as we get into Wednesday.
Well, the immediate future, though, the weather is going to hit precisely for Leslie and the morning team for NBC 25 today.
Does,
about 5 a.m., right?
It does look that way. And again, I think these are going to be thunderstorms, and there'll be a couple of good downpours, but as far as severe weather threat, that is looking very, very low right now.
We need that rain.
We do,
sure.
definitely.
Coming up next, while most of us love being outside in the summer,
a sunburn can ruin all of that if you don't know how to treat it.
I'm Stacey Johnson. Summer fun often leads to sunburn and an expensive trip to the drugstore. But don't spend that cash when a potato might do the job. Home remedies for sunburn just ahead on Money Talks News.
Coming up tonight on NBC 25, an all-new The Night Shift, a delusional patient turns violent and Kenny gets caught in the crossfire.
The Night Shift starts at 10, followed by NBC 25 News at 11.
This is NBC 25 News at 6.
When you get a sunburn, you want soothing, and soothing fast.
That's right. Money expert Stacey Johnson tonight shows us some of the quickest, most affordable solutions that can be found right in your own home.
Summertime and sunburns go hand in hand. But when you get a sunburn, don't blow big bucks at the drugstore. You might find a sunburn solution right at home. Turns out there are lots of home remedies to soothe that sunburn. We spoke with doctors, searched WebMD, Ask Moms. All this stuff is supposed to be able to help. Let's have some fun with our volunteer here and check out some home remedies. First and foremost, you got water. You want to drink it, and if your sunburn's bad, you want to lay in a nice cool bath. Another thing that's supposed to work diluted is milk. Milk's supposed to help. And then, of course, there's baking soda. Baking soda is great for sunburns and all kinds of other stuff. Common cure also, aloe. You can either use it in a bottle like this, or you can actually get an aloe plant, tear off a leaf, and you can use that on your sunburn as well. Supposed to help is a poultice made of oats. You can put that in a bath also, that'll work. And then another thing that people recommend is tea. You can get wet tea leaves, put them directly on the sunburn, or you can put those in a bath. And then finally, believe it or not, the lowly potato is also supposed to help a sunburn. How well these remedies actually work, well, that's a matter of debate. Some might work better than others, but the best way to treat sunburn? Don't get it. Use lots of lotion with an SPF of 30 or higher, and don't get too much sun.
Guess I'd go with the potato. That sounds
classic,
yes.
Stacy, right?
Yes, for sure. I enjoyed it. And we have links if you enjoyed it from his website.
Just go to ours, NBC25news.com, and look for the Money Talks link.